Alright, hey there guys, this video is made possible by the powers of JohneAwesome, so if you like this, then you should probably go check him out as well, because yeah, basically I'm just using this video to check out the bits of the Aigis social link that I missed in my playthrough. And I'm probably not going to be only checking out the Elizabeth stuff, however, I am seriously considering just looking up all the cuts, like a video of all the cutscenes of the answer, just because fact is, well, those games it seems it's like fairly combat heavy, and the combat heavy parts tend to be kind of repetitive, just because it's totally random dungeon design. And from what I've heard, the answer is basically like 90% combat, like 95% random combat and grinding, and the other 5% is for plot. And I have a feeling you guys probably wouldn't be interested in seeing the combat parts. From what I've heard, it's like at least like 40 hours long of just combat. So yeah. Anyway, let's actually get started with this. Let's get started with the bits of the social link I haven't seen before.
Ah, you're Kiyoshi-san's grandmother, correct? Greetings. Oh, you're those nice students from before. Hello. You have great timing. I was just thinking about seeing you two again. If you want the truth, Muley has disappeared again, as has my medication. Again. Well, don't worry. At least this time we have an idea of where she may have gone. Oh, that's alright. I believe that this time Muley went in search of something. In search of something. Yes, for a place to die. When cats perceive that their life is nearly over, they leave on their own to wait for the end. Muley even came to say goodbye to me before she left.
This is actually a documented thing, by the way.
So I don't think I'll need you to find her anymore. I just wanted to thank you for letting us see each other one last time before the end.
So yeah, in case you thought that January wasn't depressing enough,
Muley-san died. Oh, toodaloo.
Okay.
You're not alone. I'm certain of it.
Well, of course I'm not alone.
As long as there are people left in the world, no one can truly be alone. I'm fine as long as there are people like you around. Miss.
Bless you, dear girl, for your kindness to an old lady. To Lou. So yeah, that was... I don't even know what to say about that.
Yoshi-san said that people live to be happy. Was Muley-san happy?
Can you speak to cats? I'm sure she was happy.
Was Muley-san grateful to have been born? For what purpose was Muley-san born?
One can say, do you really... One can say...
Life. Where does it originate? Where does it go? What reason does life have to exist? To live is to be connected to people, but life eventually ends. Parting seems to be a natural and inevitable aspect of life. An unavoidable end. Life is cruel.
It's cruel.
I wonder, will the day come when I must part with you forever too?
Spoiler alert, it will.
I do want to live, but that's not all. That's to say, I don't want to merely become close to human. I want to... with you. What is this feeling?
It's called love.
What do I want to do? I want to be in bed with you.
It sends Aigis' feelings for you. A whole new type of feelings. This is the part where she starts learning how to understand and what love is.
She wants to know what love is. I'm sorry for getting upset so suddenly. I'll be heading back.
She has a nice run cycle. So in case you didn't think January is depressing enough, and as you can see, the time is really close, so you pretty much have to devote all your time to the Aigis link if you want to max it out.
The wind is calm today. I don't detect the usual scent of the sea.
Aigis suddenly became quiet.
I'm sorry about last time. Perhaps my heart is becoming more and more like that of a human. As a result, I have realized something. The heart and body are inseparable. A human heart can only function normally within a human body.
Yes, that's correct. That's how biology works.
Have you ever come here alone with a female on any occasion before, John-san? Perhaps you gazed out at the view and spoke quietly.
Also, my name is close to this guy's name, so yeah, that's always nice. So, I'm doing it now. It's the best response.
Huh? I'm only shaped like a female, and perhaps, bird's eyes, I'm a machine.
Aigis is acting fidgety, but she realizes that her machinery doesn't matter.
Actually, I was becoming a little worried. At school, I am seen as a human female. I was concerned that if I stayed with JohneAwesome too much, it could cause a misunderstanding. If that is the case, please tell me right away. I wouldn't want to act as a barrier to you becoming closer to female humans.
I guess that's as if she's trying to convince herself. You're not in the way. In fact, you're the one I'm going. You're the person You're the person I want to get closer to in this alternate timeline.
The view from this rooftop is wonderful. That must be why, when I come here after school, sometimes I find a couple alone here. But why are these bars here? I can't imagine why. They might be leaning against one another or embracing. I never gave it a second thought before, but lately, it pains me to see them. I have probably come to realize this is a sort of connection I can never attain. The closer my heart becomes to that of a human, the more I realize how much sets us apart. Just because my heart is developing doesn't mean I can actually become human. I have known this from the beginning, of course. But only recently have I realized something. I have another wish, one just as precious as my desire to live. My realization is that this second wish can never be granted.
I'm not so... Are you sure about that? I guess he is dressed as expected.
I'm sorry. I lost control of myself again. This feeling that you are precious to me will never change, no matter what happens.
So yeah, you are now in love with you are now very much in love with the robot waifu. So yeah, she learns how little she understands, but learns to understand more over time about how she doesn't understand.
No, that's not right. Until now, I've always referred to you as something precious to me.
Well, I guess she told me.
But that is not the correct way to express this feeling. However, if I were to use the proper words, I know it would never come true, and I...
And then she ran off in the middle of her sentence. As she told me, I tried to put out my theory, and then she immediately said, "That's not right."
Isn't it interesting how the sunlight on a clear winter day seems stronger than it is during the summer? Perhaps it's because the sun is lower in the sky and you don't have to look up to see it. I've gotten used to this view, but it's never exactly the same. Same can be said of one's daily routine. Or of life itself. The fated day is almost here. January 31st.
You're right! I looked at my calendar in the past 10 years.
I come here in order to think. I can't let this end. I must protect it. Thoughts like that. Since last time, I have calmed myself by thinking things through. I thought about the old lady and Muley-san, as well as Kiyoshi-san. I wonder if Muley-san was alone until the moment of her death. This place no one could find her. I think the old lady wanted to be there for her at the end.
Maybe.
To live means to be connected to other people, but life is finite and farewells are inevitable. Sad to consider, but you and I must part one day as well.
That's why I say till death do us part.
And then I'll never be able to see you again. Wait, what did you just say? Oh, there's so much in life that cannot be understood. It's filled with pain. You meet others, forge relationships, and spend time with them. And then they are gone, leaving you behind. Leaving you alone. I consider that I can no longer hold back my feelings. But I understand now. That's just how it is.
That's a surprisingly human thing to say.
No two viewings are alike. No 2 days are alike. It is natural for everything to disappear, return, and remain in a constant state of change. Life is finite and ephemeral. That is precisely what makes it precious to us, showing us that we shouldn't waste it.
Precious to us, precious to use.
It is a miracle for any two like-minded people to meet within the chaotic flux. That's why forging bonds and relationships is a source of happiness.
That and also upgrades my ability to fuse personas, but
that is the root cause of the joys of being alive. It's not a cold, but a warm kind of sorrow, shining more brightly as a result of its limits. If I think of it that way, there's no time to falter or hesitate. I need to tell you. Even if my wishes are unfulfilled, I have to share my true feelings.
I feel like it's a strong resolve.
John-san, I love you.
Aigis looks embarrassed. That's how most people feel whenever they try to announce that.
I know that I'm a machine. I know that I can't be touched, but I don't know why. All I can see or think about is you, Johnny-san. I love you so much that I feel I may break down somehow.
You sense Aigis' strong affection towards you, and her processor overheating from the unexpected emotion. Oh no, she's running off an AMD processor. Quick, cool her down. And then she explodes. Yes, I know there's gonna be people, even in the comments, who will probably talk about how AMD processors aren't really that hot. And then we get to hold her. They get to firmly hold her. With love.
I'm sorry, I can't think of anything to say.
Don't worry, I do that too.
I wonder if something really has broken inside of me. I feel so happy. We should go back. I'll go ahead. I can't look at you now. See you later.
So yeah, we decided to go back to the dorm separately. Meanwhile, we finally get to see inside her room. I remember that I saw this from Persona 5 sort of dancing, but...
please don't worry. The shells on the floor are only blanks. There is no gunpowder in them.
Huh.
So, what do you think of my room? Are you surprised?
It's very high-tech.
To be honest, I was hesitant to invite you here. I have no heartwarming or pleasant decorations. It's hard to believe that I once thought this room was normal.
Aigis looked embarrassed. I guess? Huh.
That's why I wanted to show it to you. As you can see from the decor, I'm a machine. I'm not like human women such as Yukari-san or Mitsuru-san. That used to make me sad. But I figured something out. It's something that I can only say because I am unable to die.
What is it?
I will never leave you. No matter how or when your life comes to an end, at that moment I will be at your side. You will remain in my heart.
It's very heartwarming.
Oh yes, John-san, will you accept this?
She gave you something. It's a screw. Oh my gosh, she really was overheating. It's charred.
It is one of the parts that had to be replaced after I collapsed at the Moonlight Bridge. I asked Mitsuru-san to have it sent here. I have changed since then. I'm not afraid and I won't give up. I'll get back on my feet as many times as it takes. I'll fight by your side and protect you. This is the proof. I wanted you to hold on to it. It's a part of me.
You know, in a lot of other contexts, it'll be creepy, but alright.
To live with me, to spend time with people you forge relationships with. And I want my relationship with you to be the strongest of all. My connection to you is my reason for living. The thing that's most precious to me is to be at your side.
Aigis has an innocent smile upon her face. And here we get to see the scene that I never got a chance to see. Because well, I'm gonna be honest. I just ran out of time. I didn't realize, you know. Batatron. So yeah, you get to make a dancing David Bowie robot and summon it as your persona. Or David Bowie, something like that. Yeah, attendant to the infinite. I don't remember Batatron being that, but okay.
John-san, I actually have one more favor to ask. At the base of my neck, behind the knot of the ribbon, my most important component is located there. The source of the artificial psyche that makes me who I am. My emotional engine, the papillon heart. It's extremely delicate, so I am forbidden to expose it outside of the laboratory's clean room. I want you to touch it. If exposed to your skin, oils, and cells, your genetic information will most likely be burnt into it. Even so, I want you to do this. I want to leave indelible proof in this body of the understanding that you and I have reached, not as a memory that can be erased, but as something permanent, something irrevocable. Okay then. As if anyone will actually find out about it, and she's gazing intently. And then you hand-holding. You sick pervert! Why would you ever hold someone's hand? I'm so happy.
And she's into it.
Well then.
This is too hot for you two. You're holding hands.
Oh, since you'll be coming into direct contact with my heart, I apologize in advance if I say something odd or make unusual noises. As a precaution, I will cut off motor functions to my arms and legs.
She casts her eyes downward surely. Now, if only people could actually people could do something like that.
Well then, will you untie my ribbon?
You spent a long time. I guess you untied her ribbon. You touched her heart. You did all kinds of interesting things, and unfortunately, we'll never know what kind of shit. And unfortunately, we will never know exactly what exactly what kinds of noises she made upon having her heart touched. But with that in mind, I guess I'll be seeing you guys later. Like next thing might actually be the answer cutscenes, although I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, hopefully, if you actually watch this far into the playthrough, if you actually were like the one person or whatever who actually watched every part of the playthrough, or at least all the parts, all the non-dungeon parts, then I'd like to sincerely thank you because yeah, it's the longest playthrough I've made. I put plenty of work into making it, and it feels nice to have someone watching it. So yeah, anyway, I guess I'll see you guys later. For now, goodbye.